Give thanks. So, over the last two videos, I've shown you AI moving closer and closer to your money. First, it was people connecting their own bank accounts to ChatGPT. Then the banks started building AI money coaches directly into their apps on by default. This week, the next step arrived, and it's the one I've been telling you was coming. An app launched that doesn't advise you about your money. It moves your money on its own, no approval on each move, no confirmation tap. Its founder calls it building the self-driving stack for finance. And in the same week, three more big names pushed their AI in the same direction. So today I want to show you exactly what launched, the honest limits those companies themselves publish, and the one question that matters more every week as these tools stop asking and start acting. So here's what actually happened. August 4th, company called Rivo, R-I-V-O, started the beta in public. It sits on your checking account. It automatically moves idle cash into short-term US Treasuries, brings it back before bills. No per move approval. Essentially, the founder says they're building the self-driving stack for finance. It's a small startup and they only raised about 3.1 million. So, I mean, look at this. Like, this is basically finding better solutions than a bank has with holding your money in like a savings account. If you can get better rates from US Treasuries, a lot of people are not used to moving their money in and out of US Treasuries, and it can automatically do it. I mean, this is going to really put banks on their toes because then banks are going to have to compete. Like, that's what I'm seeing is that, like, over time, banks are going to be like, okay, people are using our banks, but the money is being not accessible because, from what I understand, if this is moving your money to a treasury, then the bank can't use it to lend it out. So basically, your money's in the bank, but the bank can't use it. So then the bank would basically have to like raise their rate that you would get to like match something like this. And that's kind of what I see is probably going to be happening in the future, that this stuff for finance is going to really help the consumer in so many different ways, cause a lot of competition, really benefit us as consumers, like rates we get back on our money. I mean, just all kinds of things. So another company, Kakao, I'm not sure if I pronounced it right. It's Kakao Pay, launched an AI coach beta, and this is just in Korea. So it reads my data records, and that is Korea's framework for sharing your financial data across institutions, and it coaches you on your spending habits. So this is not doing anything with your money. It's just basically like reading, having access to see how you spend your money, and then it helps coach you on how to basically like be better with your money. Then we got Quicken Assist beta inside Simplifi. This is going to read your real transactions, your bills, your goals, investments, answer your questions, and run what if projections. So this definitely seems like the closest to a financial advisor. And LendingTree detailed its AI mortgage assistant in production since late 2025. This educates, it will understand your situation and then help to find you supposedly the best loan offers. And this is 97% of these conversations are handled with no human in the loop. So, as you can see, things are moving quick. There are no regulations. One company is taking the leap and doing something, and then like the next week we'll have like, 3 to 5 big companies following their lead and kind of doing their own like version of what that first company did. So I'm going to say what this basically means. So 3 videos, 3 rungs. You connect AI to your accounts yourself. Then the AI comes built onto your bank's app by default. Now the AI acts on your money without asking each time. And look how quick this has happened. This has happened over like the past month. So Rivo's category is cash management, not investing. So basically, because they're moving your cash into these I think it was treasuries, it's not considered investing. It's basically considered cash management. So that's like a huge legal loophole. If they were like automatically, without your knowledge, putting your money into certain investments, then that would be considered investing. from what I understand. So it's basically taking your spare cash to a parking spot and then putting it back in your bank. This is not a high risk situation. This is more of like an autonomous situation where like, where is this going to lead to? So here's the pattern with all three of these. They all read your live, real financial picture first. The AI no longer waits for you to describe your situation. It already knows. It just has access to everything. It knows all your data, and this is going on. Most people have no idea. So you're probably wondering, what's the catch? The honest limits are the most revealing part. So Quicken, on the record, its AI can't move money between accounts, execute trades, or modify any external financial accounts. The Kakao, Kakao company, says they're helping users build habits on their own. The companies are loudly saying what their AI won't do and are drawing the line in public. That's going to tell you two things: where the line is, and that crossing it is now a product decision, not a technical limit. It's all possible, and I've seen this all possible since I started building Stackivate about, I'm guessing, like 4 months ago, and none of this stuff existed. So basically, like, this is all playing out exactly like I thought, just a lot quicker than I thought. Now, looking at this line, Rivo crossed it on purpose. Self-driving is not a metaphor. Removing your moment of decision is the product. It's all about taking your decision away. It's all about just like having one less decision for you to make. But, I mean, this is your money. I mean, it's up to you how you want to do it at the end of the day. And the backdrop hasn't changed from the last two videos. Regulators haven't drawn their own line yet. What ships is decided by product teams, not referees. And I totally believe that regulations will be made. So, I think a lot of companies, it's going to be interesting. Are they going to have to kind of scale back on what they're doing? Are they going to have like, more permissions to do more when the regulations are made? That's something I'm not really sure of how it's going to work. I think that not only will regulations be made, but they will change. Like with, different political systems that go into place, I think that this is going to be more and more regulated and less predictable on like how the regulations are going to change. So here's the bigger shift. Every rung is individually reasonable. A sweep to treasuries here, a subscription nudge there, a pre-qualified offer that saves you paperwork. Nobody's really shipping anything that really seems scary, like it's crossing a line. Everything's like really just kind of like testing the waters right now, seeing what's possible, doing really simple things, even though I know like there's a lot more that could be done technically. So the sum of all this is an interface where deciding is optional. Convenient is the point, and convenient compounds. Each decision the app takes is a rep you didn't get. The next rung is visible from here. The same autonomy, one category over, cash management today. The pattern doesn't stop itself. Basically, it's just going to keep on moving. It's just going to keep on advancing. So here's basically the flip. The question isn't whether these tools are good. Some of this will genuinely help people. The question is which moments of deciding you're willing to hand over, and whether you know what you want from the tool. Do you want it to decide for you? Do you want it to like take actions and take it to the next level and actually take the action and do it for you? Or do you want it to teach you and make you better at deciding? It's up to you. The future is going to be you. Like, do you want to just have AI make all your decisions for you? Or do you want to still be the one to make your decisions and just have AI give you more information to make better decisions? That's definitely what I think. I mean, I know like the less decisions you have to make as a human being, like that's not how I think our brains were evolved to work. We get better as people as like, evolving and making decisions. And when our decision making process is taken from us and we just pretty much have all our decisions made for us, I don't think that's very good as like a collective society. But I do believe there are some people that would work better for. But for the majority, I think like it's super important to be making decisions, especially when it comes to like your own money and investing. So an app that moves your money knows your balance and your bills. It doesn't know who you are as an investor, what you fear, what you chase, what you'll do the first time you watch it act and disagree with it. So, I mean, what happens if, it makes a big decision and then the market starts crashing the next day? Are you going to be able to stay calm? Are you going to be able to not like panic? Because you're still going to have that ability to like reverse what the AI did. I mean, you're going to see that. You're going to see like, okay, AI just invested a ton of my money yesterday. Today the market just started to crash. Is it going to keep crashing? That's what the media is saying. I mean, how are you going to handle that? You've not been like AI's been making all your decisions for you. You're not going to know. So, if you would know enough to make the call without the tool, autonomy is a convenience. If you wouldn't, autonomy is a dependency. It's the same feature, but it's just depending on the user. So, AI is racing to do all this for you, and this week it stopped asking permission. If a machine makes every decision, how do you ever learn? How do you get better? And when is it wrong? Is it not the one who pays? So the goal was never to outsource the decision. It's to become an investor who knows their own style and improves over time. A tool can act for you. It can't do the growing for you, and it won't answer for the outcome. Only you can. And this is what Stackivate is built around, starting with knowing what kind of investor you actually are. So, here's the main question. Would you let an app move your money without asking you each time? And what is the first thing you'd want to know before turning it on in the first place? Feel free, let me know below. Help me make better content that can serve you better. Hopefully, you got some value off of what I had to tell you. That's it for today.